Coming into view, taking my own form, letting the original come out on the dance floor, sharing all of me, the good, the bad, the past, wondering who that is, and I'm so glad you asked.
CCB, could it be? Yes, me new, so no D&D. Leave my mark on the world, just me being neat. Living out the ordinary fantasy. Play piano on a beach in Eden. Make acquaintance with the soul I'm seeking. Bring the weird kids and make sure they're eating. Take a step back, cause it's Charlie's season. Okay. Seasoned with character, bars are on a real positive character. Bring out the better in me. Make sure you see the real on camera. Ain't tryna be nobody but Charlie Bandana. Oh my, I ain't tryna be real as Santa. Propaganda or the city Atlantis. In a glow, good to go like lanterns. I wanna be in cabanas, hit it with me like. Ain't worried about nobody. Can't nobody else copy. Yeah, ain't no point stopping. I'm focused on me.
Ain't worried about nobody. Can't nobody else copy. I'm making it a new hobby. I'm focused on me. Focused on me. Focused on me. Focused on me.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I know I've been missing for a few days. I was actually boxing up all those paintings and sending them out to the post office. I did 2 more today. I know one is going off to Mexico. But everybody, 99% of all packages are already shipped out and gone. I do it really fast. I don't keep nobody's painting waiting. So, when the money comes in, off they go. Okay. So I would like to thank personally everybody that made the auction a success. Surprised me, actually. Hope everybody gets their work safely. Please let me know. Drop me a line. Let me know that you guys got it. Everybody. You should have seen the postmaster's face when I came in with all those boxes. So. Oh, for those of you who don't know, Pam, which is a nickname, is Yolanda. Right, and that's my cousin from Old Buffalo. Congratulations, Yolanda. You have bought the most, I believe. There was a few tied for 3 each. But yet, you had bought the most. So, I'm the success, I guess. But yeah, packing master indeed. Yeah. So, I guess I was a little more worn out than I thought. Manhandling those things, putting them in there and everything. But hopefully, like I say, everybody's package arrives safely and all that good stuff. The only one I'm really worried about is Mexico, because I don't know how their mail system is and whatnot, but it's all good. I'm praying that it makes it there safe, because their address system is weird too. It's a little strange. So, yeah, the closest person is actually Yolanda, so she would more than likely get hers first. I would presume she should get it by Thursday or so. You sure can't miss it. That's for sure. All right, we are going to try and finish off yonder waves and ship here. Really multicolored waves now that I look at it. But we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. Pretty much the only thing to do really is paint the foam and then accentuate the waves on the ship when I peel off the tape. And for those of you who don't know where the ship is, it's actually right here. Okay. So that ought to be fun. So yeah, I'm a little beat. Had some running around to do for the past couple of days also, besides packing up things. And I had to run around this morning in the snow. So I had to brush off both vehicles and start them up and all of that. So I came back in the house not too long ago, really. But I was up pretty early to do what I had to do. So. Yes, please do. Please do. Yeah. So. Oh. Okay. Here we go. So, what I think I'll do is, I've had some of my gear so long, I forgot that what it can actually do, and I gotta play around with it so I can get used to it again. I forgot that my webcast can do all the little camera things. I just forgot. But usually, if you see the 3 photo deal, it's just me talking to you guys and explaining, just running my mouth really. So once again, we'll just get with the foam and all that. And I think after this, if I went by this list, there's only 2 more to do. But I have to start on my comic book. Not mine, but I have to start drawing it. So I'm gonna seriously start getting into that. I don't know if I'll do it on here. I don't know. I highly doubt I will film those because it's just too meticulous and it's really, really time consuming. So I don't believe I will do that. I might maybe show you how I ink a comic page in and explain the process of doing a comic book. There's a lot of steps actually, but because it's an independent one, usually there's somebody that writes the script, and that person that writes the script will also be doing the lettering. He's going to do the lettering on the computer. Then you have somebody that gets the script and pencils the pages to the script, and then usually there's another person that inks it. So one guy does it in pencil, then another guy takes it and he will ink the pencil pages in. But with a small one like what we're doing, I'll do the penciling and the inking. I won't do the lettering and whatnot. It's really up to me if I want to do a colored cover or keep it black and white or whatever. He said that's really up to me. So I'll see what I want to do with something like that, depending on the story and how I feel. So. Let me see what you're saying, oh, sweetheart. Oh, that's nice. I don't know, Fatima. I really don't know. If I do it's all a timely process. Even if I do it a sped up style, sure, I can do that. But it just requires me to press the record button on this and do what I do. But it's odd because I don't necessarily know if I really want to do it here. I don't know yet. I really don't. I highly doubt it. Like I say, I might do the inking process maybe. If it's like a 2-panel spread or 1-page panel, whatever, some big, then maybe I'll do that, maybe, and chat with you guys when you see the process done. But I don't know. I just have to weigh the options out on that. Hey, Linda. Greetings. I was just saying that I was thanking everybody for the successful auction and everything. The camera is on its way. As a matter of fact, I had to buy when I buy these things. The camera, brand new, updated camera. Because of what I do, I bought extra batteries but that's a must for any camera I have. I got extra batteries, but every one of my cameras have to be able to be plugged into a power source. Even the DSLR cameras, I got this one here that keeps blinking. They got the square on it, because I didn't take the square off, and I really don't want to deal with that right now. I'll just keep the square on there. They have their own power supply. This camera right here has its own power supply. They're hooked up USB. They're a power cable instead of regular traditional plugs. It's USB, and so it can continuously run. I don't necessarily have to shut off none of this stuff off. I do out of habit, but I don't have to. So the brand new camera, it also has a USB power supply, so I can just hook it up to what I have already set up here. So awesome, that's cool. I just got to see how easy it is for me to zoom in and zoom out with it and whatnot, but it should have the same quality as this one. All right, you see how sharp and crisp this one is. This one is not like that, or this camera is not like that. It's just not. No matter how much light or whatever I put to it, you can just see the difference. Okay, so, but Linda, I was also saying that everybody's paintings were shipped, 99% of them. I don't know if the other person really wants to buy it or not. I have to contact that person and see. So we'll just see. Yeah, my adapters, or my plugs are up here. They're wired. They're hooked on a rack up here, out of the way. Same thing with the DSLR camera over here. It has a fake battery pack, but it's actually a USB thing that plugs in. So, and I got 2 of them for the Canons. One's sitting over there in the vlog area there. Everything's set up and ready to go for that one, just like this one over here. So everything's already plugged and wired and all that good stuff. So, all right. Let's switch cameras here. There we go. Okie dokie. I'll hit the focus one more time. I don't really need to because everything's pretty much in focus there. All right. I will end up moving the this thing. Let's move it up here. All right. Just to get it out of the way, we'll start putting foam in and whatnot. There's not really too much to do with this, more or less. I can probably maybe darken in some areas there to put this further in the background and put this up more. But it's, you know, silly things here and there. The glycerin, believe it or not, it's been a few days, it's still wet. Okay. Yep, some of it's still wet. I mean, it's drying, but there's still a lot of reflection left, so it's still pretty wet. "73 degrees and sunny." You must be down south somewhere if you're not in the southwest. So, yeah, with acrylic dries flat. This has still got a lot of shine to it, so it's still wet. Okay. So it also depends on, okay, I use glycerin, so it also depends on the brand of paint, too. I miss my Grumbacher paint because when Grumbacher paint dries, it kind of overrides the glycerin. And when it dries, it dries. It's dry and all that good stuff. All right, let's continue with the fun. Let's get it on. Let's get it going. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, let's take this guy. Usually when I do foam anyways, I'm comfortable with a filbert brush. All right. It's just a preference of mine. Okay, what I want as foam represented in foam is in gray here. Okay. And we'll get some of that going. I should start really with the back, but we'll deal with the stuff in the front first. Okay, let's pull out some titanium white, little speck of blue into titanium white. So we'll do a 3-stage process. We already got the deep gray stuff, so we'll use the bluish stuff here. Okay, and then we'll do the white cats and stuff past that. Now that I got the color I want, I have too much paint on my brush. I'll wipe some of that off. And come on, put a little bit at a time on there, and we'll just start foaming things up. We're not going to get rid of all that gray. Okay. And basically what I'm doing really is to try to get it to look almost like clouds. The white caps that will be featured in this will give us that sense of movement. Okay. And so you'll start to see it form. When you do separations of waves, you know, you leave a little gap in there. Pretty much like we would do clouds. Now, like I say, some of this is pretty dry. We'll have this trail down a little bit like that. And it's your discretion which way you want them to go. Hello, Patty. How are you? Good to see you, Patty. Welcome to our jolly little group. And I'm just filling in foaming waves and having a little fun. When I used to first start doing this, I used to wonder, well, how do you get them to look like, you know, what they're supposed to look like, little waves or foam. And basically you just look at photos or pictures of artists who do this, and you look at how they do the pattern. Now with YouTube, you know, you got people who are really versed and really talented doing this stuff, and they can show you little tips and tricks on how to do these things. Like I say, I'm using the little bluish white and not really getting rid of all of that gray. Okay. More blue there. It's gonna go on the other side. We're gonna come over here. Yep, you guys can see it. Over here on the other side and start rolling them in. And think of the shape and the pattern of them. Once again, this is kind of off white bluish color here. Okay. I won't get rid of all of the gray. Anything that's going to be bright white is going to be on top of this bluish white. All right. But do not get rid of that gray underneath. You'll still need a 3-color system. And basically it's dark, medium, and then bright. Okay. You make them look haphazard. Press the brush a little bit. Get it to look like a trail of foam. They're directional. All that foam is directional. Okay. All up in here. we'll put a few of them. We'll put a few in here, just rolling along. Trail it that way a little bit. Up in there. Okay. And while I'm around here, back here, I'll take a little white. I'll get it tinted with just a little bit of blue. Will come out here a little bit. Up in here. Just some little caps going around in here. I'll play around with some of that out here a little bit. There's a lot of this that we cover by the ship sails and all of that, so don't be too pressed on stuff like that. All right. And I'm gonna get some of this, and over here in the back, I don't really want foam per se, but just some, not the foam that really sticks out, but we'll get some trailing things here. A little bit going on there. I know that the big window there kind of blocks it a bit. That I know. Sorry. Okay. I'm just reading some of your chat. You guys are talking lawn and gardens over there. I'm going to take a fan brush and go into pure titanium white, just the corner of the fan brush. Okay, and we'll get some of those highlights going in there, like that. Bring some of that up in here. Just really light stuff. So we're getting some of that spray happening here. Up toward the top. And we're going to get some that'll be trailing downward on the wave, but I want to get some of the guys on the top there. Okay. All right. We're gonna once again get some of this trailing downward right on top of the bluish. Sometimes it's just a few dots going downward to give the sense of movement happening here. And you do it the same way. And when you're working with the corner of the brush, try to keep it the corner of the brush. Come on down here and just trail all of this. And give it a chance to build up. If you're not really happy with it, you're not done yet. Keep going. It'll start to shape itself. fade some of that down in there. Once again, it's just pure, all white, pure white. Come out here. Don't get rid of all your blue, and definitely don't get rid of all the gray. And all of this stuff is really helping us separate. Have it roll down and separate the front wave from the one further back. Okay. So all that foam kind of places this wave in the front. So basically, you're just, to make waves, you're painting very sloppy clouds. Here's the corner of the brush. Trail all that downward. Well, any wave that's larger obviously will be in front. And let's say if you have a monster wave in the background, that's perfectly fine for you to do that. It's just won't be painted in as bright because it's in the background. So even if you have a larger wave than the one in the foreground, it's just not as bright. Okay. So it's all logistics, really. Anything in the front, usually bigger. Usually. So as I'm placing it, once again, I'm just placing all of this foam on the trail of what I've had before. Okay, and it's, once again, this is also brighter than what you see in the back there. Okay, so he's obviously up front, right in our face there. This guy. Now, what I'm going to do also, you figure I would buy some more hog's hair brushes. I think I'll do that. I wasn't really thinking about it, but I do have to buy some more. Let's take our script liner, some water, and some of this paint here, roll it around. Get it fairly bright. And we'll get some more sectional lines here. Put them in kind of like this. So there's just directional wave lines. I'll bring them up here. And it's just to help, once again, guide the eye where they are. And curve them around there. Okay. Don't necessarily have to do all of that here, but I will put some guidelines in it. So like up here, I'll kind of get them slanted. Meet, come out here and just trail them. I don't have to have them super bright. I can blur them out a little bit. So not necessarily in the foreground like that. All right, I get a little bit more water, put it in here. And get some curvy, wavy lines. Curve it around a little bit. And it's just really accentuating the curve back here. And I'll let that dry. I can loosely glaze a lot of that too, just to bring it in the back a little bit. The greens I don't really have to worry about or to accentuate those, but I will glaze them a little bit just to get them a little darker. So I'll just take a little touch of blue, a little slab of brown in there, just like that. Okay, get some water. I'll trail that water out here, make it a little light, make the paint kind of thin. I'll wipe off the extra on my brush and use what I have here, because I just want a light glaze for the back here. Little more water. It's just a slight glaze back there, just to keep them in the back there. Just darken it up a little bit. Because I want them in the background more or less. It's just gonna subdue some of that back there. And that's really all I want to do, is just keep it a little further in the background. Okay, and remember the ship and all the the sails and stuff are back there also. Okay, I'll get a little bit of this gray color. And we can kind of glaze him. He's in the background back there too. Now we do have some foam hitting the waves, but you'll see. And be careful, because once again, some of this paint is still wet. Okay. I'm just looking. I can lightly glaze some very light, maybe some light blue. Really watery though, like blue and brown there. Get a lot of water in there. Now when I want to glaze something that's still wet, usually use a larger brush, and usually one pass will do. So just be a little careful. So I'll just come here very lightly. I'll just come here and I'll overlap a little bit while I slightly make this darker. Just like that. Just make enough of it so you can just do that quick pass. And it's really me. Nothing, just making it a little darker so this front can stand out that much more. And that's it. It just brings that guy out a little bit. I can take some of this and I can accentuate stuff, and I can wipe that off. I don't need such a hard edge there. I use my finger. Some darkness underneath there. Once again, I use my finger to soften it. Get a little shadow going there. Okay. brush really good. And anywhere I got little brush strokes, I just get rid of those. All right. Okay. So I'm still checking things out, still looking. I can probably make something a little darker because this is just my preference. All right, a little brown, a little blue. Okay. I don't want it to look black, but maybe up around in here. Up around in here, we'll shade that, get that a little darker. Right in here, darken that up a little bit. Then get rid of the stroke marks. Again, I might want some areas a little deeper in color, just here and there. So a lot of it's a judgment call. Creative Rose, hello, Julia. Greetings. For Patty and Julia, I was thanking everybody for the successful auction, all that fun stuff, and to let everybody know that their works, their art is shipped. They're on their way. So obviously some will get there before others because of location. All right. And I just pray that they all arrive safely. Okay. Let us put this guy, we'll put it down there. Like I said, we don't have to do much here. I want to brighten that up. I'll correct that. I'll just use this. I just want to brighten very lightly here and just make that a little brighter than what I'm looking at. All right. I just want it a little brighter than what I'm looking at. Like that. Keep it like that. Okay. I think we're good with the sun rays. The rays are fine. The rays are subdued. They're there. They're not the main focus. So we're good as far as that's concerned. Okay. The ship. We're gonna have some fun with the ship. I'm gonna bring this painting. Just pay attention to the ship. So let's bring this here. I might have to go up a little bit here. Right around like here, maybe. Let's see. Yep, we're good. We're good. There. Yep, we're here. At the furthest part of the ship. Yes, right there. Okay, we're good. We're centered in with the ship. Let's focus that. Like I said, we did much of this painting. I must have used this for cutting a box or something because the X-Acto knife blade just fell right off the. There we go. You be very careful when you do something like this because the paint, once again, is still very wet. Okay. Alright, well, I must have done that in pieces, so it's all good. Now, when you're working with an X-Acto knife, please be careful. With a real sharp one, you'll take off layers of skin, and we really won't know that you've done that until it's really too late. Okay? And you really don't want that in your knife. Ask me how I know. Okay. The ship, will be pretty much almost a weird brownish gray. Okay, really dark. Okay, it's obscured a bit. All right, and then we just darken some of that in. We'll take considerable care with the masks or with the sails. All right, of course, because they're a little on the translucent side. Okay, so what I'll do is that I'll darken in the actual ship. The ship is a weird, funky blue-gray color. Okay, well, it will be a funky blue-gray color. I'll put it that way. All right, let's get I'm gonna use a 1/2-inch brush. We'll just try to blend it. Okay, go into our blue. I'll mix enough of it. Even if I mix too much, that's fine. A little bit of brown, we'll mix it right in there together. Okay. Looks like, I think that will be cool. All right. Here's the fun part, sweetheart. Thank you, Julia. Yeah, Linda, I masked them. If you're not really here in the beginning. In the beginning, if you're not here in the beginning, you really wouldn't know where the ship was placed. Okay. You wouldn't. But, you know, it's cool. It's part of the surprise, I guess. Okay. I will do this as carefully as I can. Stay within the lines. I'm moving my whole hand. And hopefully my head isn't in the way too much. No, it isn't. All right. And we'll pretty much just block it in. Now, as you see me doing this, this is a wet on dry. So there's no glycerin, no water, no nothing. Obviously, there's going to be all sorts of activity going on with the bow of the ship and all that good stuff. I don't do too many ship paintings because I'm not really a ship painter. I can do them, but I just, you know, it's not my main focus of work. I paint a little bit of everything. I made that decision a long time ago that I just didn't want to be stuck really doing one particular. And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, people have made very successful careers painting one subject in various ways. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's just I prefer to kind of dabble in a whole lot of other things. Once again, it's just me. It is just me. And you know what I'm doing here might be covered with foam and whatnot. That's okay. Paint it like it's not going to be. Okay, yonder box here. Something like that. We'll take a little touch of white. Put it right. I'll just use the corner of the. It can be a little bit brighter than that. It's not light enough. Still got to show a difference of sides, even with that little piece of a crow's nest right there. You're not really gonna see too much of that I'm gonna take a little bit of white. I'll just use this brush because it maintains a pretty fine line. And we'll get let's see if that needs to be brighter. And it might be a stitch brighter. And this is more for you guys, not really for me. So you guys can see it. I'm going to use a script liner and still the same color. Let's get a little bit of white here. We'll come in here and get a little touch of this color. Okay. I'll brighten it up a little bit more. All right, get a little touch of water. Icky consistency. Let me be careful I don't mark up my palm doing this. You're not going to see too much detail in the ship itself, not too much. But even then, even though you don't see too much, you still got to keep it, you know, looking like a ship. It's kind of curved. This here, something like that, and it kind of curves inward like that. And then the other side of the ship, almost like the letter S. Let's get some more of this. Like so. All right. This little mast just got circular. Like that. Put another one there. You got one right here. The further you go up, the more circular it looks. Now remember, you guys are looking at this zoomed up. Okay. I will put a little bit of a shine on that. Okay. Let's see if I can get a nice little dangling rope going off of this thing right about here. A little rope dangling thing here happening. Right down there like that. He's gonna have, there's all sorts of waves and all sorts of stuff happening. This is mostly covered in waves. It's crazy. Okay. Let's get into making the shape, because I'll use a filbert for this. We're going to work on the mast. Let's get some of this dark, a little bit of this mixed in there. All right. A lot of this is in shading now for the mast of the ship, and I'll work with the darker stuff here. And the darker stuff right now, it will be shaped in patterns. You'll see. Okay, see, so that's the darkest part there. All right, and we'll we'll make a little part right in here. We'll come here, then we'll come out, and then out a little further, and then we'll curve it. And in here, fairly dark. Doesn't make any sense to you now, but it's like the back shadow of whatever's hanging out out there. All right, we're gonna have like the shadow of the mast right here. Okay, so maybe it'll start making sense to you once I put weird little shapes in it. We'll come here and have it come downward like that. We're gonna put little like other wiry things on here like that. All right, let's take the same color. We'll lighten it up a touch. We're gonna come slightly in between all of this. Just like that. And we'll mix it in there. Right in there. Now I'll return the other colors back in a second. I'll take a little bit of white in here. We'll fade it. We'll fade it in like that. Okay. I shall take a script liner. I'll look at your comments in a sec. Stuff like that in there. That ship's mast. We'll put it right in there, something like that. Let's clean this off. I don't want to keep any acrylic paint on my very thin brush here. Okay. We're gonna go back with a little bit of dark for this fella. It'd be half and half, so we're gonna get it dark here. Right up around in this area right in there, right? Now, obviously the paint's still wet. I'm gonna use a tiny touch of white. We'll come here right on top of that gray and we'll fade that right in there. I'm gonna wipe off my brush and we'll blend that a little bit more. Same thing in here. Take a little bit of white. Something like that. Okay. Go back into our darker color. Right up in here. Right in here. And once again, we'll do the same thing. Take a little touch of white. Did not take the other color off the brush here. Blend it right in. All right. A little bit of white. A little bit more light of the sun is coming toward here. And you fade it and blend it in while it's still wet. Take a little strip of that darkness and make a fold in the make a little fold in there like so. Okay, and we're going to go. Got another one underneath there. This one will be a little bit lighter because it's closer to the sunbeams out there. That's this fella here. I want it a little bit lighter than that. Right in here. Once again, it separates the other sails too. All right. Okay. We're going to take a little bit of that gray. We'll come and we'll throw a little bit of that mask because it's a little bit lighter. I think we're all right there. Let's just take this color right here, put it on the very top. It will look more like a ship in a few minutes because these type of ships have those wires hanging all over the place. Let's take just a little touch of the darker color right here on the corner. And I'm gonna wipe off my brush and you just blend it. Just like that. Blend it right in there. Okay. Oh, BKB. I'm looking. Let's take some of this dark stuff here. Put the mask in there. Yeah, it's a shadow. The mask gets a little slender right up here. Right up top there. Okay. I'll take my very thin brush. I'll read your comments in 1 second. I'm kind of a wee bit preoccupied at the moment. A little bit of white there. And just be careful you don't get your palm. So you don't get that. And so, you know, the sun is hitting on this side, of course. So you got a little bit of that going on. Okay. Let's wait for that to dry up a little bit. I won't be able to do that. How dry are you? Let's take what I think I have a slender one. That's not slender enough. One of these guys will do it. See if I can get away with it. I really don't want, well, should it be? No, I don't want this. I know what I want. Hold on once. This will do. This will do. All right. Let me see how much, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this here without marking up this it kind of bowls in the other direction. You might not see this. It is not too much of it. Okay. But it is in there. Now, I can't use this marker for the wires you'll see hanging in the air. So, a little bit of water, a little bit of this dark stuff. Very inky consistency. Let me read what you guys got for your check. Oh, nobody's saying anything. Okay. Okay. We got all sorts of doodads and wires and all sorts of stuff hanging off of here. And you gotta just throw them in there. Actually, I'll make that work for me. There are ropes and all sorts of stuff dangling and hanging off of this all over the place. You'd be surprised. Yeah, you got wires crossing each other. They're all over the place, really. It almost looks comical, but there once again, it's a ship. They got all sorts of other things going on with it. They're crossing each other. They're looping around. I mean, these things are all over the place. But they are all over the place. I'm gonna highlight some of those also with titanium white. Just be careful. I'll put some of those highlights in there. So some of that sunlight is glinting off of the wet ropes and such. Put them in there. Okay. Actually, the more the better. You are in a stormy situation, so they're really trying to get control of this doomed vessel. Okay. Alrighty then. There's a lot of wave action and stuff going on with this on the edge of this boat here. And it hits all up in here, all up in here. All up in here, all in here. It's got a lot of stuff going on in here because the wave is hitting. All in here. Clean off the brush real good. Just aim that up there. Actually, it's going the other side. There. All right. I'll take a little tiny brush here. just get a trail. So get it leading off. If you have to make it a little, the paint a little thicker, do that. But it's really hitting that chip there. All right. Bright, thick paint, the brightest white, light touch. Okay. Let's take some of this paint. Let's take a little bit of that. Let's take a little water. Let's go over here. A little thicker paint than that. You're gonna take it. Get some of that splatter going up there. Might get a little messy. Might get a little messy. This poor brush has had it. There's like nothing left to it. I'm gonna have to buy some more. Okay, so this brush gives up the ghost. I'll keep the, let's get another one. I'll use this one. Yeah, that brush is, funeral services for that brush will be next Tuesday. That brush has had it. A little touch of white, get some water in there. It's a slightly larger brush. You put the spray in. There we go. Hey, that's what I've been looking for. Like that. And you're just relaying movement. All right, things are really happening here with this water. Okay. All right, let's put this back over here. All right. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate it. Okay. Water. We're coming up in here. Can you guys see that? Maybe I'll pull back a little bit. Right about there. A little more white, a little more water. Sometimes the splatters have to be a little large. It doesn't matter, yeah, because you're doing the splatter right in front. Okay. I'm gonna put some of that love all in the bottom of the waves also. Kind of a game that you're playing too. Okay. Usually the judgment call. Yeah, I'm gonna have to retire these. Let me see, what name are these guys? NED. All right, I'm gonna have to buy some more of these because I really did a job on those. Okay. Let's go this way. this way like that. Dump some of this. See if we can clean some of that up there. So pardon me guys, I just gotta clean up this. I have no use for any of this. It's pretty much done. So I just want to clean it up a little bit. I don't want to waste too much of that paint. I'll save it somehow. I'll take a little tissue here with some rubbing alcohol and I'll clean this up a little bit. Get rid of some of that. Because I think I can salvage some of that. Okay, let's get rid of that, all right? Okay, let's whoops, pull back a little bit here. Just a little bit. I think I can get away with that for you guys. Let's see if I can bring it down. I think we can do it like that. I'll pull back a little, well, a slight bit more. Okay, I think we're good there. When I bring it back, I have to focus it. Okay, I guess I'll use gold. This gold tip is incredible. I don't know how it writes on glycerin, but it does. Incredible. Last painting of the month. All right. Thank you, Linda. All right, let's peel back this tape. I don't know who wanted a ship in stormy seas, but you know, I'll post it and hopefully they'll sing it. They'll see it. Where is this here? What is this? What is a popsicle stick? Ah, boy. I think it was one of my extra paint pour popsicle sticks. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, this is one of them. Tilted. What? There. Let's do it this way. I know it's kind of at a weird angle-ish type of thing going on with it there. All right. Wow, I got a lot of stuff here. Let's get rid of all of that, man. Another thing about a tablet is that, especially if they're linked to each other, if you don't clear out one, it kind of builds up. But anyway, that is yonder painting. I know my hand is in the way. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try to slap a frame on this. I gotta position it a certain way. All right, now let's do it that way. Go this way. Let's focus it. I think I got enough room to, no, not really. Not really. Not really at all, actually. It has to be out even more. Way out. Okay, that might do it. Let's put the focus on again. This is not really the right size for it, but it's close enough. It would look something like that. No, that's not too bad. It's pretty cool. That kind of reels in all the action. Well, there you guys go. I usually show them what it would look like in a frame. This size I have is not something I normally paint on, really. Okay, what is this? This is a foot by 14 inches or something like that. I'll get the exact measurement. But this frame is a little too thick, of a border. But you guys pretty much get the idea. What size are you? Maybe I'll just go get a frame. It is a common size. I just don't personally use it. It is 14 by what? 18? Yeah, 14 by 18. All right. I can get a frame for that. Okay, 14 by 18. I'll kind of bring it back in a little bit here. Raise it up just a slight bit. I know it's a little weird. It's weird to get it kind of straight because the where the desk is and the camera situated is at a weird angle. All right, so I have to judge from the top and bottom, or try to get it in between. I think it's. I keep messing with it, but I think it's in focus for you guys. Yeah, the black does bring it out. Yeah, it is a shipping need. They're screwed. They're done. I think this fella in the back is gonna do them in. But some of you guys are a little more optimistic. I'm not. But well, there you go. I can't take a photo with it with the lights on because it picks up the glare a wee bit. But somebody did want a stormy ship or a ship in rough water. So there you have it. Like I said, this might be it for a little while. The only thing I got left off this list is a Western Sea and a Chevelle. So we'll see. But I think we done it justice. I hope. Like I say, the sunburst is out there, but it's not really prevalent. It doesn't need to be. That's not really the main thing. Okay. But yeah, the seas are looking really crazy right there. Yeah, they're done. They're done. Okay, I'm trying to think of anything else. Anything else coming to mind for me here? No. So, I do appreciate you guys coming to check it out. We can put. I think we can put this back now. Let's see if I can do it. All right. You guys don't need to see a full frame of me. I think we're good right there. Like I said, you guys don't need to see me full frame. Whew. Okay. So, anyway, there should be. You guys know the deal. You're welcome, Fatima. And Madonna. No, Shadow. Shadow had enough breaks. Sure, I can do a koi pond. Yeah. I've always wanted to do one, and I have never, ever did a koi pond. So, it will be a first. But yeah, I could do that. Yeah. So, yeah, I can do a koi pond. And a koi pond is not really as difficult as you might think. I'll show you a way to do one that will look very convincing. Not very difficult at all. You'll probably spend more time with the fish, if anything else. A koi pond, to make it look pretty effective and cool, is like a artistic sleight of hand. But I do have an idea that'll help you out. Sure. can't wait to see that. Oh, sweeter. 3D epoxy. I gotta find or well, see, I can't really do resin, so I might have to find a good resin substitute. I've seen the video Fatima sent me. Fatima sent me. That was really cool. What they got for substitutes. So as long as it's non-toxic, but then I have to find a place to put it. And I have to wait for it to stop dripping and the whole 9 yards. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think Sweetest Koi's 3D. That's gonna look slick. Yeah, that is definitely gonna look pretty cool. Definitely. Wow, we did pretty good. Not too bad. It's usually my average time around 90 minutes for you guys. Probably before that, because once again, it wasn't really too much to do with it. The waves in the clouds and the sunbursts probably took longer than anything else. The ship wasn't too bad because it's mostly covered in waves. Okay, we still got the shadow faded in there, and you see where the sunlight hitting the ship there. You still got the shadow of the mast itself in there. Highlighted the, certain areas of the ship, what needed to be. So everything's all good. You probably can tell in my voice I'm still a little beat. Because once again, when it comes to packaging and signing and doing the writing down the information and all of that, Nice. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Make sure you tag me. Plop it right on my page. I would love to see it. Really would. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. I'm pretty much, like I said, I'm pretty much done. I'll take a pretty decent picture of it. I might have to wait a little while for it to dry some more before I even varnish it. And I use clear, triple thick clear varnish, the glossy varnish. This particular type of varnish I have, it doesn't smell horrendous. If it's pretty warm out, well, I can't do it today. I can't spray it outside, but I got a large hallway out there. I spray it and leave it alone out there. I don't know what the postman thought. All I know that his eyes got like this. But he knows who I am. His name is Anthony too. And he's stationed over. The post office is only down the street from me. I can walk to the post office. But not with all those. So, and he see me come in today with the one from Mexico. And he said, "You got a few more?" I was like, "Yeah, the hits just keep coming." We had a good laugh about that. So, no. I do have I'm not gonna take it off the wall. I got it tacked on the wall. But I do have the receipt slips, the postage slips, which is about 2 feet long. Got everybody's name. Where he actually did that for me. We looked through everyone with the tracking number and he wrote the names to everybody there. So, when you guys do get them, just drop me a line or whatever. Tell me you got them and they arrived safe. It makes me feel easy. The only one that I'm really nervous about is to Mexico, going to Mexico. So, but if it makes it there, I'll be great. So, the only one I have is, like I said, I have to see if somebody still wants theirs. And the other lady, she'll send the rest of the payment, and off to Canada it goes. So, yeah. And hers is already sealed and ready to go. Boom. The other person, I have to get their address. Well, first I have to see if they're still interested, and then I get their address, and theirs is ready to go too. They're already in envelopes and ready to send out. So, but yeah, the postman, he had a mini panic attack, just a small one though, just a small one. Yeah. It's cold and I got coffee on my nose. I went to shave and cut my chin wide open, man. So I look like one of those people from them sitcoms with a piece of tissue on their chin. Like, well, I won't be doing a live like this. So I had to wait a little while. Okay. All right. If I do come back on, well, today's Tuesday. I think Bruce comes on tonight. So, well, if you guys can, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, but either one of those two will work for me. Yeah, I thought it was comedy, but no, it actually does work. Until it dries. Then when you go to take it off, it rips it open again. But no, it dries, it clots and it's done. I usually don't use a razor like that. I got an electric one where I can just shape all this up, and I should have did it, but no, I wanted to really cut it clean, shape it up. But in doing that, I cut myself. So this was like looking like a walrus. It was like coming down. I'm like, yeah, let's shape it up a little better than that. So. Okay, you and Bruce are at 5:36. All right. Yeah, because I got the electric razor, and it's just and it's done, and I got a good one, so I really don't need the, But man, oh man, I went there and I was like, ah! It didn't even hurt. I knew it was coming, and water on your face and shit, it makes it look worse, like that professional wrestling stuff. When you're sweating, it just looks worse than it is. So yeah, it looked a lot worse than it was. So, oh well, it is what it be. I'm trying to think of what else I have to do today. I think I did most of that this morning. I don't think I got anything else. Not that I know of. I usually don't disturb her when she's at work. She's in a meeting now. I think she has a Zoom meeting. Well, I definitely can't go in there and bother her. I try to keep the house as quiet as possible. The dog lays her elongated self on the bed with all her doggy toys, and she makes a little nest. She's on the bed back there. The cat. Oh, the cat's in my nope. She heard me mention cat, so now she's walking in here. She'll walk and she'll look up at me, and then she's going about her business. She's heading toward the litter box, of course. Yes, I have a covered litter box. That's where my pouring supplies are. Nope, she's going back into my vlogger chair. When she was younger, I had a beautiful leather chair. Still got it. But she was young when I got it, so she decides to test her nails on it. Freaking cat. Nope, she's back in it. She can curl up in the chair and go to sleep. I need to rest up. It's not like I'm sleepy tired. It's just my body's kind of worn out. Like I said, I think I put 200 miles on the freaking truck between mostly yesterday, day before. So it was packing and shipping the stuff off, lifting that stuff, sealing everything, taping it up, taking it with me. Then we went grocery shopping. Then we went to wash clothes, everything. we did the clothes stuff Sunday. I sealed up everything on Saturday. No, I sealed everything up. Yeah, between Saturday and Sunday, I sealed up everything. And yeah, Saturday night and Sunday. Then after that, yeah, I went and I did the clothes thing, grocery shopping. Then I mailed, but today, Tuesday, Monday, I mailed all that stuff off. Then Tuesday, I mailed the last 2 off. So yeah, a lot of lifting, a lot of driving and riding. I had to take some people. I had to be Uber. And so that put a lot of miles on it. So yeah, I guess I think I'm more fatigued than sleepy. So. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I'll get my strength up and everything. But and that's why you haven't seen me on for a few days. Just a lot of stuff going on. That, but most of, like I said, most of it's, I think, all done. As I'm talking to you, I'm doing the Rolodex thing in my mind, but I think I'm good. I think I'm pretty much squared away as far as that's concerned. So yeah. What else? I think that's it, really. All right, guys. I think that is it. Oh, you already did it. Well, guys, I think that's it. All right. As long as I don't have anything going on or I don't have to go anywhere, I guess about 40 by 40 centimeters. All right. About 536-ish. All right, I'll check you guys out. Yeah, it'd probably look a lot like quality-wise. It'd probably look. Oh, you were up there. I just didn't see you. You're not in your usual spot. There. It'll look a lot like that, quality-wise, how sharp this is. So this will be here. And the camera cost the grip, but I was able to get it. And it's maybe the size of my hand, maybe. Might be even shorter. Okay. But it's 4K, the deal. Today's the 28th. Who knows, it might get here Thursday or Saturday, something like that. So I got that, the extra batteries. It's not gonna leave this room soon, but I buy extra batteries just in case something screws up. I can just still keep things going and moving. So I'm not really too concerned about that. What else? Yeah, I think that's really it. So it looks like I'm gonna have to buy some more stiff-haired hog's hair brushes. I definitely need them because I beat my little ones, quite frankly, half to death. Unless they have some at Michael's, I didn't see them. And these came in a pack. I think someone bought them for me for these. So I'll look and see. So, okay, guys, I am out of here. You take care. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.